Africa.
Keep watching PMTV Africa.
Keep watching PMTV Africa.
I'm giving a shout out to PMTV, People's Mind.
Hi guys, keep watching PMTV Africa.
Hey everybody, keep watching PMTV.
From Toronto, PMTV. Don't touch that die.
Hey guys, keep watching PMTV.
Nigerians, wherever you are, whatever you know, keep on watching People's Mind Television, PMTV.
Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Your Thoughts on PMTV Africa. On today's topic, we'll be discussing on the issue of angry married women that went on a protest to a guest hostel over indecent dressing. As we can see, we'll be sharing our thoughts and our view based on the topic, angry married women going on a protest in a girls' hostel over indecent dressing. And I have with me in the studio this evening two beautiful ladies, and I also have a male here presenting in studio. You are welcome, Mrs. Ojemu. You are welcome. Thanks for coming to the show, Mrs. Ahedu. Thanks for coming, and Mr. Ashe. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, today we'll be discussing on some angry women that went on a protest in the guest hostel over the issue of indecent dressing. And this issue has said so many things on the internet, all over the network concerning indecent dressing. So what are your thoughts? What are your opinion? Who is to be blamed? Is it the ladies? Is it the men? Or the wives? Who are to be blamed? So can we hear from you, sir?
Okay, first of all, I want to think like this. A set of women left their home, beats, organized themselves, went to female hostel with a placard and asking the ladies, the girls, to dress properly so that their husband would not cheat on them, right?
Yeah.
So one begin to ask the question, who is to be blamed? I think in the first instance, the women are actually responsible. Now, this is my view. The family, these girls are coming from home, raised by other women. So if the women are actually doing the right thing, there will be no room for these girls to dress in such a manner. I think that's just my very brief summary. So I feel the women are actually supposed to carry playing card to market where there are other women like themselves, or go to women organization and begin to, say, leave our husband alone, or teach our daughter how to dress well. I just feel that's the point. Sorry I'm laughing, but that's just what I say. They went to the wrong place.
All right.
That's my point.
It's all right. Mrs. Benedicta, please, can we hear from you? What are your thoughts?
Mrs. Ahedu, Augusta. Thank you very much. Like what our brother just said about the girls, about the women going to the hostel to embarrass the girls. It's not as if the parents did not train the girls well. Are you getting it? It's not as if they were not well trained. Most of them learn this kind of character in the school. They want to socialize. Are you getting it? That's where they learn this rubbish they are doing. And besides, when a girl is dressed half naked, the men must you look at them. You look at them, you remove your face.
Really?
Are you getting it? One thing you should understand, men are polygamous animals. You understand? It depends on what is in your mind, what your mind is telling you. That's what you go for. Are you getting it? So when you see that kind of thing, you as a lady, you pray for your husband to be disciplined wherever he is. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Now, you are asking who to be blamed.
Yeah.
I am blaming the man. When you see, you remove your eyes.
Right.
Are you getting it? Okay. You must not chook your eye there.
Okay.
Are you getting it? When you see something that is wrong, just drive straight. Cover your eye with your blood.
So you don't use the side mirror again?
No, you can use it.
Okay, you can use the side mirror.
You can use the side mirror.
Okay.
Look at it and you move your eye. Me as a lady, if I see somebody that is beautiful, I'll tell my husband, this woman is beautiful. Talk about it. It ends there. Thank you.
All right, Mrs.
Okay.
Ejemo, please, can we hear your thoughts on this?
Yes, I think to start with, the women were wrong
Okay.
going to the hostel to meet the guests that they should leave their husbands alone. The part of the women or the wives, they are wrong. Then to talk of the indecent dressing, that the women should be blamed. I think no woman will be happy seeing her daughter or their daughters being dressed half naked and they are happy about it. With me, with my own view, I know that no woman will be happy seeing her daughter not dressing properly.
Yeah.
I think the women or the wife should not be blamed. Just like my sister said, the men, whenever you see woman or a girl that is not properly dressed, please be cool, allow them to pass. Don't look at them. They are distractions. If you want something like that, go home, tell your wife to dress like that and look at your wife instead of looking at these side distractions. I think I will end up for now.
All right. Just as we rightly said, but don't you think the issue of protesting to the guest hostel, don't you think is a two-way thing? Because it takes two to tango. Because if the women that protested in the guest hostel, if they have talked to their husband, do you think that their husband would have allowed them to go to the guest hostel? What do you think about it?
Now, the first thing is this: is that I feel you see, this thing called marriage, and this thing called relationship. For me, I feel first of all, trust is a basic factor here, and you see, sometimes the women try to put this thing on the shoulder of the men. Every time there's a crack, they always want to put it on the men.
Okay.
Now, this is it. I feel men are subject of exploration. Like, they like to explore. That's what I feel. Even as a man, he sees something, he looks at it, he begins to wrap his head on it. He wants to explore. That's what men are naturally, let me just use the word, most men are naturally, they like to explore. And this is the more reason I feel that the Garden of Eden was not enough for them, because they wanted to see what was outside the Garden of Eden. And that's what I feel. Now, if a woman knows that men are naturally explorers, now the woman is supposed to be creating content that will make the man wants to explore as a person. Like Pastor Neil Armstrong once said something that sex and marriage can be served in different varieties, just as you can serve rice in different varieties.
Okay.
Fried rice, jollof rice, rice and stew, oil rice, pepper rice. So if the women are up their game, it will be very rare to see a man who wants to look outside and explore other lady. Now let's give an instance. An average African woman believes that from conception she has almost like the 2 years of not tidying up herself. Not tidying up herself in terms of type of conversation they make, the kind of dress sense, and the kind of events they want to create for the family. So you just find out that they use the baby as an excuse. And in this window period, you now find out that the man wants to, because it's a nature, like I said, we're explorers, the man wants to explore. So he goes outside. And how does he explore? Fortunately for him, he meets someone who is giving him that this is an exploring, you can explore me. So the lady dressed, indecent dressing, like half dressed and all that, no bra. In fact, this day somebody was asking questions. It's like they don't sell bra again in the market because 95% of young ladies feels bra is stressing them. So, in my own thoughts, and what I'm trying to say is that this is literally not the man's issue. This is literally not main issue. The issue here about the indecent dressing, first of all, what is the word? Indecent dressing young lady, not indecent dressing men. So if I still go back to my first point in the introduction, if the women have tidied the home, because all these girls belong to home.
Yeah.
So no matter how you try to take this thing away, the whole comes from a particular family. I know no woman wants to, see her daughter dressed in such pattern. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when the child is old, the child will not depart from it. And we all know in socialization that the first contact is the family.
Okay.
So if the family is not up and doing, forget it. The indecent dressing will continue, the men will continue to. Just imagine, let's take this scenario before I round up.
Hold on a minute, Mr. Ashies. What you are trying to say is that it all boils down to parenting.
The parenting.
Because the parenting aspect has to do with the woman as well.
Yeah, that the parenting
So,
aspect has to do with the woman. It's just like I have a daughter, through the grace of God. I can begin to educate my daughter now about menstruation and all that when I know I have a wife.
Yeah.
And I can begin to tell her about size of bra, there are different size of bra or different type of pants you wear on a particular dress. That's the function of my wife. A man can do it, but it will be more decent and it will be more, the conversation will be more clean when the woman, performs such duty. So if you talk about dress sense of a lady, I feel that the wife or the woman are totally responsible for such. Either dress. I have a sister, two sisters were growing up. Our last born don't put on trousers. Even when we're growing with teaser, she don't. But the first daughter, she can't buy skirts. You understand? So no matter how my mom tried to convince, the younger one, she doesn't want it. No matter how my mom tried to convince the other one, she doesn't want it. So I feel that the women, when you talk about dress sense of a lady, just leave men alone, please. People should just leave us alone. The indecent dressing is on your table. The girls dressing naked on the street is you people's fault, and that's exactly my view on this.
I think let me come. Yes, no, I totally disagree with it.
Totally.
Yes. Why I said so? There was an instance some time ago. This girl, she's a pastor's daughter. And when this girl got an admission to higher institution, the parents, and this girl, she has been good at home, dresses well, do all this stuff. So when they go to school, the father dropped the girl, just church girl, good girl as she is. One day, the parents, they said they decided to go and pay this girl. It's not a movie. Life, what happened live. They said the mother and the father, they said, let's go and pay our daughter a surprise visit. Behold, what they saw there, they did not expect it. So when they got to the school, they saw a girl. They said they are looking for so person. So they ran to the hostel to call the girl that somebody is looking for you. The girl did not know the dad, did not know that those parents, that couple that visited the school were the parents of that girl. If not, they would have told the girl that your parents are around.
Yes.
In fact, when this girl came to see the parent, the man refused to look at the girl. He said, what am I seeing? The man shouted, Jesus! What is this? The mother said, oh, this is what you have been pretending. You disguised yourself. What this girl was putting on, the father could not believe that this is the daughter or this is the child that they raised at home. Immediately, they took in fact, they said, the school has ended. They put this girl in the vehicle, they drove home. When they got to people were coming begging. The father said, never. You cannot disgrace me. The mother said, I did not raise you up. Like, where did you get all these things from? Why I'm saying this? Because this girl was not like that at all. But when she got to school, maybe peers, or I want to belong, I want to be like big girl, and all these things.
That's what I said.
Where did you get all these clothes from? Yes. The father said, you are not going back to school again. The mother supported the father that she's not going back to school again because you disgraced the body of you disgraced Christian in the school. And a pastor's daughter be dressing this way? They beg. You know what this girl said? The father burnt everything that she had. He said, if my father burnt everything, my father bought the one in the market.
That is to say, the girl
that is to say that it is not from the home. I'm still standing on it. You have say on your children. Maybe your daughter will dress normal just to please you. But when your child is out of your sight, do you know what that child is putting on? I think all the blame should not be on the mother, because the mother or the wife will always play their role to make sure that their child or their daughter dress well. But when they're out of your sight, what do? They do the opposite. Yes. I think we should not blame the women for indecent dressing. I think that is my own opinion.
Alright, but let me come. Please hold on a minute.
Please, I want to say something.
Alright, let's
like my own opinion. It depends on individual.
Alright.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Like some parents like that kind of exposure.
Okay. Of
they feel
girl child.
Yes,
right?
they'll feel this one. Like when you dress like they'll feel you are, as in you know what's up.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Like when I was in school, I had a friend called, her name, I should have forgotten her name. When she came to school, our first year, her ear was not pierced.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
She came from a very decent home.
Okay.
It was in school she opened her ear. She started wearing trousers.
Which was
just as what she just explained now.
Exactly.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
She learned those things from where? From school.
From school, yeah.
So her parents are not even aware that she's wearing trousers.
Yeah.
That she's dressing indecently.
Okay.
I think you understand. So what I'm trying to say is this: we should not blame the parents.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Yeah,
and when you see that kind of thing as a man, try to remove your face. Most of them are not doing it for married men.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Their boyfriends want, if you watch Big Brother now,
Yeah.
there was like when they asked somebody about his girlfriend,
Yeah.
what is that you like about the girl? He mentioned the dressing,
Yeah.
the way the girl used to open her body.
That's
He
what
likes
he
it.
likes. Yeah.
Are you getting it? Most guys are not doing it for married men.
Exactly.
They are doing it to keep their man.
Yeah.
There's some married men that have oju kokoro, as in the one they have in the house is not enough for them.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Yes,
At the end, they lure themselves into trouble.
Okay.
I want to take an exemption to that.
So it's not their parents. Their parents are not.
Okay,
No. I want to draw two things one from us and one from Hostel.
Okay.
You said the girls dress this for their boyfriend.
Yeah.
Let's put that a question mark. Now, I'll come to that. Now, Mama said something. It talked about a summary, pretense.
Yeah.
Now, I want to believe
And
peer group influence.
Yeah.
I want to believe that when we were in school, we were taught of some agents of socialization. The school is one,
Yeah.
the society is one,
Yeah.
but the family is first.
Yeah.
Now, as a parent, you need to be conducting due diligence on your children, mostly your female children. Let's say, for example, when a young girl wants to start menstruating.
Sorry, Mr. Ashia, you said especially on the female children.
Yes.
But what we are talking about is the male, the men,
That are
because it's the
going
women that are protesting concerning their husband. Are you getting
there's
it
an
now?
X factor,
So
man.
those husbands were boys.
No, man,
So
man.
that is just
There's an
what we
X
are talking
factor.
about.
If you take away this indecent dressing from the girls,
Yeah.
the men will not. There will not be room for that protest. I'm trying to look at there's a root cause.
But it was the same parent that raised the girl child
That is-
that also raised these men as well.
Now, let me give you an instance.
Okay.
Somebody once said something that as you're trying to teach the female how to cook in the kitchen, you should also be teaching the male too how to cook, because it takes two to live in a house in the future.
Yes.
Now that's it.
Yeah.
Now, there's an X factor here. There's a factor, a main factor. The common factor here is women. In the illustration, the women took the playing card. They went to female hostel to protect for their husband.
That is female against female, right?
Yes, female
All right.
against female.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm saying that the first instance is that who raised these females is the family.
Yeah.
When it has to do with the activities of girl child in the house, it is, let me say, 95%. No matter how a girl child is drawn to the father. There's a video that was trending last week. I don't know if you watched it, about a girl dancing with the father, and people were saying it was is this right for a girl to be doing lap dance on the father and all that? Yeah. No matter how the father tries to be close to the female child, there are some basic roles that the father cannot play just because of the gender stuff. Now, if the women are saying indecent dressing, and they are angry, the first thing they need to do, why can't they just organize an orientation program in the school, just like we have in University of Delta Agbo? If you want to enter the school, you will see a big board there, a very big board. I give kudos to the VC, telling me about don't dress like this, don't dress like. There's a very big signboard in front of the school. I remember there was a day I was to meet up somebody in that school. I was wearing a short knicker. I didn't drive that day. I took bike just to rush and meet the person. They didn't give me access. I was trying to get, I'm not a student. The guy said, no, you don't be a student. The guy was pointing the billboard for me. Okay. Now that is the approach. So now if these women are saying, that's why I said in this whole story, I see the women totally at fault. All right. You have a husband who in the town is cheating on girls. You felt that, you people gather yourself and felt that the girls were not dressing properly, and that was why your husbands are going that place to sleep with the girls or fellowship with the girls, as the case may be. And then you are a mother. Why don't you provide solution? Why don't you start with that teenager in your house, begin to reorient that teenager, or set up a training process in the school?
All right. So, should we say is a position whereby the women are insecure, or insecurity complex, or inferiority complex? I don't understand. Should it be a case of this in inferiority complex
on the side of
the women that makes them to
I don't see it like a...
I think the women, they feel that they felt if they should continue like that, they are no longer, their husbands are no longer secured. Me, well, I don't know. I'm not really seeing it in that way. Even if indecent dressing, proper dressing, a man that wants to cheat will still cheat on his wife. At times, indecent dressing does not even prompt them to cheat on their wife. Some men, they are just polygamist in nature. They want to test, just as you said, that they want to explore.
Yes.
Any little thing can trigger them. A man, any man that when they get past, or you just like anything about that girl, if that man has not entered, will not rest. The girl dress well, she does not dress well, that was not their problem.
So are you, sorry ma'am, I'm not continuing. Are you see, I want to say this thing. You see, when people talk about cheat, and it's just like they just wear the crown on men. Like you said, it takes two to tango.
Okay.
There are some ladies, if I still go back to the family, if they are well nurtured and trained, no matter how, somebody was saying something, sorry to just break up this before this eyes. He says, do you know, it's before that when a man wants to cheat, he will pull his ring. But right now, with the ring on your finger, it even makes you have more, more, how do I call it, more souls coming to you. That is saying family is getting it totally wrong. Have you not seen cases where mothers, I know why I'm putting all these things on mothers, not because I'm a male. Have you not seen cases where mothers lick ice cream brought by their daughters that went out for a date, partake in the meat pie and in the ice cream?
Sort of supporting the girls.
Either support or not support, for you to lick, for you to partake from that, let me use the word spoil. For you to partake from that spoil, you're already making. And the issue here about when people talk about the men, cheating, men cheating. Look, no man in his right senses just stand up, walk to the street and say he wants to cheat. Yes, I'm a man, I can tell you that. If the man is enjoying total peace, total respect, total sexual compatibility, the man is getting a lot of variety. I said something about what Pastor Nee once told us in Calabar one day in church. He told us as persons that one of the beauty of sex and marriage is variety. There are some women that are so archaic in what they do. Okay. They just...
Sir, excuse me.
They just want to take it just the way mama and papa, and that's how they want to end it, and that's what they want to start
excuse me,
it from.
sir. Thank you. There's something I want to ask you. You as a man,
Yes.
you know that your wife is not doing it well in terms of sleeping with your wife.
Yeah.
And you know that you have learned from a man of God that there are different ways of doing it, and you know about it. Can't you teach her?
Yeah. First, let me.
Yes or no?
You
I'm not
teach,
true.
but wait, let me use the word.
I'm
Before
not
you
true.
teach,
Yes.
is the person teachable? You know, because before you start
Yes, she
bringing,
is. You don't say that. Is your wife?
no,
Listen,
no, I don't want to take it personal. You know, I don't take it that, because the question to it is this: is that yes, I will teach her.
Okay.
But in another question mark, there are people who cannot learn, unlearn. You understand? Now, if the person is not teachable, you can't get it right with the person.
Okay, thank you.
But the point we are trying to make
Please,
right now.
listen.
the
I'm not
point we are
sure.
trying to
Let me
make-
round up.
All right.
Let me round up. Because why I asked that question is this. We heard that some women went to the hostel.
Yes, exactly.
Are you getting
Exactly.
me?
That is exactly
Okay, what
I'm
is now
talking
that
about.
thing that is making your man to go to the hostel?
All right. Yes.
Are you
We
getting
blame
it?
for it?
Before your man will leave the house for another girl, he should have something in mind.
Thank you.
Are you getting it?
And that's not getting in the house.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. That is for the man. If you cannot open up to your wife and tell your wife, this is what I need and this is how I want it.
And if you tell her she refuse to do it.
I don't think she will refuse.
And
Because
the
if you
case-
really want to keep your man, you will make sure everything
You
is
satisfy
well done
the
in your
man.
house.
But
When they start
Wait,
to
wait,
explain, I'm
wait.
carrying baby, I just came back from
No,
work,
no.
I'm carrying the
I
child,
think-
I'm doing this.
Excuse me,
Oh,
Mr.
Sir.
Shem,
You
please
should
hold on a
study
minute.
your wife. You know
Mr. Jemo,
when
please
she's-
hold on. The issue here is that these married women going to the girls' hostel to go and protest. What if they are being sued for going? Is it right for them to go to the girls'
It
hostel?
is very, very wrong.
Is it right?
No,
for it's
What
wrong.
if they are being
wrong.
sued
It's
for
wrong.
it?
It's
See.
wrong.
And it's just
wrong.
like as if they are
It's
they are
wrong.
looking for trouble.
No. In this
So
country,
who is to be blamed in
in
that
this country,
case?
protest is not.
Excuse
Is not.
me.
You
If
understand
you follow
me?
the right channel, maybe they
Mr.
went to
Shem,
the police.
you know, I watch
and
a movie, a lesson teacher coming to teach a child in the house.
house.
If you see her, you will call her Mary Amaka. Why? Because she's always covered.
All right.
Do you know he was going out with the man in the house? The father of the child.
The
and
father of
she
the-
came- Yes. Is it because of indecent dressing?
This is
Because
what I
it's
said
what
before.
mind conceive.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? When the man is already corrupt, if your mind is already corrupt, you can do undo. Like those women that went to the hostel, does it mean the girls they go to club, they do so many things outside the hostel.
Yeah.
You going there to shout, you're wasting your time. You don't go there, you don't even show up. If you cannot handle it on your own, go on your knees.
So let me hear your
Okay.
final thoughts
I
on
think,
the program,
yes.
Mrs. Ojemo. Your
I
final
think
thoughts
yes,
on
my
it.
final thought on this is I think our women, they should wake up to their responsibility by keeping their men or her man to herself alone. There are many things that the woman on her side to do to keep her man to herself. Maybe there is a particular thing that the man has been complaining. Try to find out and see how you can work on that aspect. And if the woman has not changed, give her time. Give her time. Be patient with her. And for the woman out there that you have tried all this, know that any man that is corrupt is corrupt. Don't kill yourself because your man is going out. Don't blame yourself. If you have checked everywhere, you see that there is no loophole. That man just want to go outside to check or to test another girl. Don't kill yourself. Even if you put honey, you put your head, you do everything for the man. A man that want to cheat will still cheat on you.
Yes.
Not indecent dressing does not make them to cheat. It's already a man that cheats. There is already that thing in his blood.
Yes.
It's only God that can really change
Yes,
such
yes.
person.
Yes.
Don't blame yourself. Don't kill yourself. Commit that your man to God. I think with God all things are possible.
Thank you.
Put your knees on the ground and pray One day God will change him. God bless
Thank you very much, Mrs. Ojemo, Mrs. Ehedu. Please, do you think going to the girls' hostel is the solution? What are your thoughts?
I have said it before. That is very, very wrong. It's not. It cannot give that act is a very, very wrong thing that they did. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Because you know some girls, some of them are very stubborn.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? So when you come to their hostel to come and embarrass them, they will feel, you feel this is the solution, right? They will do worse than that.
They go extra mile.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
They will do worse than that. If there is a bar in that shop in the hostel there, they cannot. They will decide not to be coming out there. They will meet outside. So it's not the right thing
And you will
to
lose
do.
the mark completely.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
As a woman, you know, my sister have said that if you know your husband is acting that way, check round. Like some of us, some women, they don't take care of themselves. Some of them, they cannot even come on to bait your own body that God has given to you. Some of them are not there. You can't look good for your man. It's wrong. According to what our brother just said, that sometimes you call your wife and say, I want to breastfeed baby, I want to do this one. They say for everything. Remember when you newly got married to the woman, she was not behaving like that. You gave her that condition to complain that baby is disturbing me, wait for me to feed baby before you do whatever you want to do. So when you see that kind of complaint, you give that woman time. Definitely she will come back to you and attend to you. Are you getting it? So what I'm trying to say is this: have patience with your man. The man also have patience with their wives. So going to that hostel to embarrass girls is not the solution.
And Mr. Ashia, thank you very much. But the case whereby the men are being left out by the women going to the girls' hostel to protest, don't you think the man has stepped their boundary by going to the girls' hostel to visit those girls?
See, this is it. And I still want to start. There's a common factor here. The common factor, the woman and the girl. The man is just, how will I call it? The man is just like a trap. You know, the man is just like the meat in the trap.
How?
Yes, now. The women felt that the girls are the problem in their homes. And they gang up or they gather themselves and went to meet the girls. And say, leave our husband alone. Is it not possible that the man is so innocent? The wife has seen that this my husband is not there. This girl is the one chatting my husband, calling my husband, looking for my husband, dressing anyhow. You were not looking at it from this perspective. Okay. And this is why I said that the men are actually not responsible for this thing.
Because your point is that the men are innocent.
I don't want to cite life experience.
All right.
We are young married men. If we tell you what we go through in the hands of ladies in terms of making passes and all that, you'll be so shocked. But it's just that sometimes you don't want to discuss with your wife because tomorrow the next thing she might just raise a topic and tell you that now it's just say you never go there or don't be there you go. So we go through a lot though in the hands of these girls and these women outside. You see, that's why
my colleague said
we go through a lot though. I'm telling you.
Like that.
See,
My
colleague, I'm telling you.
We
go through a lot though. We are innocent.
Yes.
Most of these things.
My colleague said something before.
All right.
When you see them, see and don't
look away. Okay.
When you
just see them
and
don't
move.
concentrate on them.
And then you just
cover your eyes and your body.
You just stay at home. You don't hear hi.
When
you check the hi. You not reply. Wait, how will you just block who say hi? You not say hi. They not send you picture.
But sometimes we find out that these women sometimes when they were much more younger, they also dress sexy, just like the ladies of nowadays. Because they are now married, so looking at the younger ones, it's like maybe they are becoming old or whatever. They are not becoming a threat to them. Do you think is good for them to go to that particular place? Because I'm feeling that they are being upset with the way the ladies are dressing, but they forgot that when they were much more younger, they did the same thing. And before doing all these things, the purpose is to get a husband. So why depriving the girls?
Mama said something about inferiority complex. You can't write that off it.
Sure.
There are a lot of women who feels they don't used to be the way they used to be.
Exactly.
And I think that is where most people, young people, are supposed to know exactly when they are choosing a partner. You see, I've come to know that beauty, whatever you define as beauty, is not the centerpiece, or neither is it a function for a good marriage or a peaceful marriage. So when people use those things as perimeters, when after 10 years or 15 years down the line, they find out that they've lost shape, or they've lost that, that look or that glorious skill, they begin to get scared. So when they see someone who has that same kind of, look close to their husband, they get scared and they get frightened. So I want to toe a line on this. Inferiority complex is also a factor those women, are going through. Because if you look at it, before they come together, you see, that's why I try using the word they gathered. That means they've been discussing.
Exactly.
So they've identified themselves. You see, because those women that went there, their husbands are men who are unfaithful at home. Because if your husband does not have that problem, you don't join them. So that's to say they form a common ground. So they gather themselves and they say, where are our enemies? They say that hostel, and they march to the hostel. Don't be surprised that hostel might not just be the only venue they've gone to. No. They might also go to people's house because it's a school, and so people can make short video out of it, social media and all that. You know how many places they will have gone to, like private homes, private houses of young girls, and say, we have seen cases where women goes to confront women in their houses and say, leave my husband alone. So that's why I said this matter does not have anything to do with we, the men. Rest my case, the women are the one thinking their husband, the women should solve it with the girls. So the women and the girls
now that the women are not happy, the woman wants to make you to be happy at home. The men also should try as much as possible to make their wives also to be happy at home. When all these girls come, please, they should remove their eyes, because the girls, they don't mean well for the family. You can think about it. You don't have enough to give to your wife to take care of the children. You have the one you are sharing with the girls out there. Please consider your wife, the health, the health of your wife, that your wife cannot cheat on you, because it's not prone to women now. Men are always in the shoe of cheating.
But what about some issues? There are some women, even when their husbands are not cheating, they always have this tendency of being suspicious. What about if that is the case of what happens?
Some of the women, or even
some of them, they are very suspicious.
It depends on the friend.
In any little thing, they get suspected. They suspect people.
Listen,
the
reason why some women suspect their husband is because of the kind of friend the husband keeps.
But don't you think it's a case of not trusting your spouse?
No, don't worry.
Because if you are to trust your spouse,
definitely you won't. Because when you know that a man, when you see a movement of a man that is not clear, you understand, and the husband moves with that man, suspect something.
Somebody like me,
are you getting it? It's allowed to suspect, but don't go extra mile.
Like somebody like me, there's no way I'll suspect my husband. Why? I know the type of person he is. I know the type of man. Even if somebody comes to tell me today, I saw my husband in the hotel, I do this, I will not believe that person. When you know the type of husband you are marrying, or you know the person that you are staying with at home, there's no need. If that person is the kind of person that cheats, that thing that is seeing another girl, try to be like that girl. And when I was in the school, my English tutor told me that when you marry, she was addressing the female. When you marry, don't just say the name that I've married. You should guide yourself. Take good care of yourself. Tell your husband all those chats you were chatting before, those love message. Put it in his pocket. Make him, show him love. Just says it for him. There is no way he will see them outside. In my early discussion before, I said, if you have tried all these things and the man refused to change, put your knees on the ground and start praying for the man. One day the man will come off it.
Okay, so
so
what
you see, we are saying
that
the
means
same
you are
thing.
talking
It seems
about
that
being prayerful, right?
Yes, so to be
Okay,
prayerful,
prayerful.
to pray for the men.
But do you think I don't want us to look at it from that religious point of view. I don't want to accept it because
They should not pray for them.
I want to ask a simple question.
She said they
Yes,
should always
then I
pray
If
for
you
the
have
men.
tried
Yes, I
everything,
want to-
pray
then I want
for
to-
your
That if you
husband.
tried every
Then I
other
want to-
man,
I
you
want
should
to-
go for him.
Then I want to ask us a simple question now, including myself. All the prayers we have been praying and killing the devil. Why is the devil still alive?
Does devil die?
Hey, that's the
Does
question.
spirit
Now,
die?
okay, that's where we're coming at. This thing talks about cheating. It's an abstract thing, so it's like spirits to me.
Yeah.
It's an abstract. You can't see it in the man. Say this is cheat.
Yeah.
Cheat is like an attitude, an abstract. You can't
Yeah.
hold it. You can't say it.
Yeah.
It just exhibits itself.
It
So it's
does.
like a spirit. So if you now say the problem is that don't look at the man as the problem first. You can solve it. The man cannot just cheat. There must be a factor, an X factor. Something must make him
That
cheat.
is the factor
And that is
of the home.
the woman,
And
the
if
body
we
is girl
talk
and the
on
woman.
that,
Yes, that's so.
we
We
talk
need to
on
we need to
that is
narrow
why
it.
I'm
So you need to tell the men. We need to say the men. When you talk about cheat, don't call us because we are
We
just
should not call you.
we are victims.
Who
of-
do we not call?
we are victims.
All right.
The men are victims of these whole circumstances.
All right.
No man in his right senses or no man would okay, let's use this word. Before the women came into existence, were they anything like cheats? No. Adam was staying his own. Lovely man, stay in the garden, eating apple
Yeah.
and eating a lettuce, bushmeat. The women came, cheating came. So that's why I say take us away from it. Because once the women are not in this equation, we can't cheat. Can I just say I'm cheating? There must be a lady for me to cheat.
So are you
now.
blaming God for creating women?
No, I'm blaming women for being exposed or for being, playing that role. Let me ask, for example, if all the girls in Agbo, for example, decide in their hearts and in their actions that they would not date married men, will you have cheating case in Agbo?
But the girls are not actually dating married men. Are
What?
they dating married men?
Are you serious?
Because the women that went on a protest in the girls' hostel, it was a suspicion.
No. If
It
you
was
use that
based
word,
on
those
suspicion
no,
because
those
they
men will not
don't
be happy
even
with-
know.
those men-
Because they don't even know.
See.
You understand? If the girls were cheating
I said-
with their
I
husband,
said something.
So them going there as women
Don't
to
you
the
think-
girls'
don't you think they are
hostel,
bitter? Don't you think they've
understand?
gone through-
If they are bitter, they are supposed to face
They
their
must have
husband.
seen something.
You
Sha, before
understand? Don't
going
you
there.
think so?
No.
That they are supposed to vet the anger
For
of
them
their
to go there, they
husband.
must have seen something.
Maybe the place is
Like,
like a rally
yes,
point for the
Okay,
men.
okay.
Or
You see
their
the-
men are always relaxing there.
Okay,
they
but
don't
what
come
if?
for anything.
Okay,
I
but
don't
what
wanna
if?
mention- I don't wanna
Sorry,
mention
sorry.
place
But what
name.
if there is a bar in the
There.
front of the hotel?
That,
in
you know,
front of
that-
the hostel
that helps
that
the
helps the men
process.
to go there
To
to
relax,
relax,
yes.
and they felt maybe being there
The
is because
girls.
of the girls.
Okay, now
What about that?
there are places in Agbo here that there are red flags. There are zones where people go pick up girls and all that.
Yeah, sure.
Now, for example, Agbo is like the way they live in Agbo is like a common community.
Yeah,
Before you know what's happening, somebody sees your husband today in that bar,
yeah.
and next week somebody else see the other person's husband in that bar.
Yeah.
I feel that, for example, like I said, the men, we don't have any problem in this case. It's the girls and the women, so we're not to be blamed. But I'm still also looking at the situation where before these women gang up
Interesting.
or gather themselves
To
to see
go.
these girls, it means that these girls have lost the total sense respect for home and family. Because you see, there are some girls that will tell you they cannot date married men, but there's some girls, their species, their spices are married men.
Yeah.
Now you see, this thing still falls down because if you say those ones that are dressed for their girlfriend, their boyfriends,
Yeah.
they are breeds like that. Girls who they dress, they look sexy
Yeah.
to cash suitors and all that for their life.
Yeah.
Then there's some of them who are hunting. They go outside, they own. That's why I say we are victims. I keep saying this thing softly. We men, we are suffering. We are victims of this whole thing. So that's why I don't want to shout so that people don't. Even my men, the men that are watching me, they know I'm saying the truth. We are victims. We just go out innocently to hang out in a beer parlor before one girl is sitting there, dressing anyhow. Before she say buy me drink, and the man buy drink, and the man is just there, and
Of
you
course,
know what
of course,
happened.
what you're
And
trying
this
to
is-
say is
we are
that
innocent. I keep saying
Mr.
the way I'm laughing.
Please, think we should not overflood issue here. If you are innocent,
Yes, we are.
if you are innocent and somebody is tempting you, Bible say run from temptation.
Depend on how.
Let me tell you, sir, if these girls, they are looking for you and you are not there, do you think that tomorrow they will come back looking for you? When they talk to you, they chat you up, they want to get your attention, and you refuse to give them your attention, give them your attention. Do you think that they will keep on pestering you? Because they've read your mind. They knew that even as you are sitting down there taking your bottle of beer,
maybe your eyes rolling
is
around
looking for
and you are
something.
trying to
That
look
is
at
why
them.
you know they know they are psychologists. They read the mind of men. They know the one that is apt for them, and they know the one that is not apt for them. We women, when man greets you 2 times, you will know if that man has interest in you or not, except you just want to pretend about it. Just like you are at home now, you don't want to tell your wife, come. There's some behavior you will put up. Your wife will know that no, you need
So you see that we are victims.
Now let me tell you, as we are saying, we are still saying it. When you see that a girl want to get your attention, please run away. They are destructive. They are not helping you.
Thank you.
They want to destroy your home. Please, you should not overflood issue that is boiled on the woman and the girl. No, you as a man, remove your eyes.
All right. Thank you very much,
God
Mrs.
bless you.
Hedu. Please, what is your advice for the women and for the girls?
Okay.
Please,
My advice to the women is to take care of their men. Feed them, give them good food. Take care of yourself, look good for your man.
all right.
For the girls, if they are really doing it, if they are really dressing for married men, they should stop.
All right.
But if they are doing it to keep their own boyfriend, to look good, to socialize, they should keep on. But don't go naked.
Okay.
That's what I advise.
Thank you
them.
very much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So, Mr. Ashia, please, what are your advice?
For the women and the girls. Now, if the advice, I've said it and I keep saying it, the women should go back home and begin to raise girls that would be disciplined, girls who will have values, morals. That's what the women should do. Now, for the girls, it's simple. Why are you in school? You're in school to read, get a certificate, and step out from the school. Focus. And lastly, these two gender should leave men alone.
Thank
they
you
should
very
keep.
much.
They should leave us alone.
Thank you very much
Please.
for your
We-
thoughts on.
Thank
very
you.
much. Mama, your last thoughts.